Well, there's nothing like waking up at 8 in the morning off 3 hours of sleep to watch your team play, just to watch your team not play football for 3 quarters and then completely disappoint you, giving you a little bit of hope at the end of the game, which is exactly what I experienced this weekend. Stayed up pretty late Saturday night, probably went to bed at like 5 in the morning and then had to wake up in time for this game. Justin Jefferson balled out in the first half. He had like 100 receiving yards in the first half, but we couldn't put up points.
I was going to get some in fantasy, I know.
Yeah, he was the only person who really showed up in the first half. And then the rest of our team, nobody showed up till the fourth quarter other than Justin Jefferson, who really didn't do shit in the second half. Defensively, DK owned us in the first half, ripped an 80-yard touchdown, and had like 5 receptions on a single drive.
Isn't it crazy? Aaron Rodgers did a smelling salt right before that play.
Yeah, bro, that's so freaking tough. But why you got to do that against my team? And then in the second half, we couldn't stop the run and made Kenneth Gainwell look like prime Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, he looked really good. So in our game reaction last week when we talked about it, we both kind of predicted Aaron Rodgers would look like shit against Brian Flores. Aaron Rodgers, I think he showed he knows more ball than Brian Flores.
He was kind of a yak merchant, but also that's not to take away from him. Like, he knew how to get the ball out and where to go with it.
But who has done that against Brian Flores?
No, I agree. Like, it was honestly insanely frustrating to watch because he wasn't necessarily making insane throws, but he was getting the ball out so quick that it didn't matter, and DK was destroying us. Dude, our O-line needs to get healthy. So going into the game, we didn't have Donovan Jackson, our starting guard. Ryan Kelly gets hurt really early in the game, and then Brian O'Neill gets hurt. We just got Christian Darrisaw back. We lose our other offensive tackle. So we had 3 injured offensive linemen this game. Carson Wentz gets sacked 6 times, including the grounding on the game-winning drive where we could have gotten into field goal range with a kicker who can easily make a game winner from 60-plus yards. He's made multiple 60-yarders over the past couple years. He could have hit one. Offensive line was terrible. Carson Wentz could have played better. He threw an interception. The TJ Watt interception is just an insane play. I'm not going to get mad at my quarterback for getting picked off by a defensive lineman. It was just a nuts play.
Let alone TJ Watt.
Yeah. And honestly, Jordan Addison, that was such a crazy play. I was so hyped, but also him not scoring kind of
getting
sold.
The toe turf, that sucks.
It kind of sold him not scoring, which,
I said toe turf monster is what I meant.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I assumed what you meant, but I don't know, him not scoring, we wasted so much time because we didn't call a timeout. We got up.
But not the timeout above the 2-minute warning. Still dumb.
No, because if they get a first down and we call that timeout, we have no chance to win. If they get the first down, we at least have a chance to get the ball
40
back.
More seconds.
It wouldn't have been 40 more seconds.
That's one more possession they have to run.
No, it was 3rd down after the 2-minute warning.
No, so it was first down, right? So they ran one play before first down, right? And then after 2-minute warning, it was 2nd down, correct?
I thought it was 3rd down. I don't know.
No, I think it was 2nd down after 2-minute warning. Let's say either way, if it was 3rd down, whatever it was, y'all could have called a timeout before then, right? And so they have to run one more play. So then instead of after the 2-minute warning, it's 2nd down, it's 3rd down, and then you just let the clock run.
The 2-minute warning happened on the same drive. It really did not change anything.
I have faith in Kevin O'Connell.
Comment down below what y'all think. It didn't change anything, and at the end of the day, if they would have gotten a first down after the 2-minute warning, we didn't have any timeouts, we don't get the ball back at all. At least if we save that timeout, we can call a timeout when they get first down and get it back 10 seconds, at least have a chance, which it wouldn't have mattered. But, I was glad to have Jordan Addison back. I feel like the offense didn't look terrible, but we got to start showing up before the first half, bro. We couldn't run the ball efficiently. Jordan Mason averaged 3.5 yards a carry against the Steelers.
It's kind of crazy. He looked kind of like shit when he's been looking pretty good.
Bro, and the Steelers have been letting running backs run all over them. The Steelers' run defense has been terrible. Jalen Ramsey scored a scoop and score at the beginning of the game that fortunately got called back because Jordan Mason was magically out of bounds. This game was just so ugly up until the fourth quarter, and it's just I'm sick of watching this. I'm sick of us not showing up until it's too late.
You need your J.J. McCarthy back.
Dude.
How long till he's back?
So he had a high ankle sprain, which is normally 4 to 6 weeks, but...
How the fuck did Siri get activated?
Because she's an idiot. But for quarterbacks, they can normally come back from an ankle sprain a little bit more because they're not, running routes or...
That's a few weeks.
Yeah, so we could probably got a couple more weeks of Carson Wentz, I would say.
In high school, I played with a high ankle sprain, so it's not that hard.
Okay, but if our team could learn how to play football before the fourth quarter,
if y'all play how y'all play in the fourth quarter, dude.
But I told you this, us losing that game literally made me lose hope in us making the playoffs this year because the NFC is too stacked to start off 2-2. Washington's going to be fighting for a wild card spot. Detroit or Green Bay, probably Green Bay is going to be fighting for a wild card spot.
It is crazy though that y'all already have as many losses as last year.
No, we have one less. We got 3 losses last year. We lost the Lions twice.
Oh, because the Lions went 15-2. Yeah.
But there's so many stacked teams in the NFC.
Y'all are good. Y'all don't even have as many. Y'all could win out.
But the Rams, the 49ers, and the Seahawks are all 3-1. That's 3 teams from the NFC.
Falcons beat y'all too.
I'm not worried about the Falcons at all. They're going to lose enough games this year.
They beat y'all.
But I'm saying that's not one of the teams I'm worried about. You have 3 teams from the East all going to be fighting for a wild card spot.
But I'm saying the reason why the Falcons, what you're underestimating is they play the Panthers and Saints. They got their ass kicked by the Panthers. That probably won't happen again.
Yeah, but they're going to lose
3 wins against the Saints.
I'm not worried about the Falcons. I'm worried about the 3 teams in the East that are
3-1.
With 3 teams in the West that all have a better record than us. There's 2 teams in our division that have a better record than us, and we're tied with the Bears. Like, this is a terrible
start. Lost to the Falcons, and the Falcons lost to the Panthers. And the Panthers got blown out by the Patriots.
And then the Commanders lost to the Falcons.
Dang.
And the Commanders, another team you have to worry about fighting for a wild card spot. Like, the NFC is just weird right now. And it really sucks. We have to start off 2-2 in a game that we really could have won. We had a good chance on that game-winning drive.
I was rooting for it.
It's just we had no offensive lineman. That guy went untouched through the offensive line. Like, you can blame intentional grounding on Carson Wentz, but if he doesn't ground, he's just going to get sacked anyway. So it was literally the same exact thing. Like, if anything was better because we got a 10-second runoff, we would have lost a lot more than 10 seconds trying to get back to the line and snap it after that play. So
you don't think. Yeah, I don't think what else. I agree. Like, I'm trying to think in my head what else you do. Like, maybe throw a jump ball to Jettas, but you can't. You're not thinking that in the.
No, he also he was getting sacked. Like, he couldn't generate the arm strength to even get it past the line of scrimmage. He was gonna be grounding no matter what. Like, I don't know. Wentz had a pretty bad pick, but other than that, I feel like he played okay. It was just a rough game. We got to learn how to stop the run, honestly. Like, Bijan destroyed us when we played Atlanta. The fact that Kenneth Gainwell got to ball out the way he did just should never be happening. So that's pretty frustrating. But, you know, I think we could play better, but we're going to have to play better a lot if we want to make the playoffs this year, and that's the part that sucks. So I guess we're just going to have to see what happens. At least the Packers didn't win.
Yeah, perfect.